Hello traders, bonjour, hola, wherever you are in the world. They're about the only three languages I can do. How are you guys? Welcome to the live stream. Trader Tom here from Simply Forex, and lovely to be with you. We are going to discuss everything trading. Yeah, so we usually go on for about 45 minutes, guys. So please get all of your questions ready for me. Don't be shy. Come say hello. Give me a question. Give me 2 questions. Give me 4 questions. We don't care. We will answer them all. And then we've got a bit of a plan of attack today, guys, because we've got some news coming out as well. So I am currently in a New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Sorry, just smashing my mic around here. I'm currently in a New Zealand dollar, US dollar sell trade, right? And there is news coming out. Okay, we've got some CPI data coming out, guys. All right, so we must be aware of this as well. Okay, so someone please remind me at 1:30 we got the news coming out, because as you know, I blabber. Yeah, and when I get going, I can't stop. All right, guys, so that's the plan. And just quickly, all I've done, right, I entered with New Zealand dollar, US dollar in here, right? Started selling. I've put my stop up here. And all I'm going to do, because news is coming out, I'm just going to move this stop from here, right? And I'm going to put my stop in here. I'm going to reduce my risk because news, as you know, could just whip it up through here and take me out. If it does, I've heavily reduced my risk, halved it really. And, you know, that's worst case scenario. Best case scenario, it comes flying down. Right, so yeah, we'll see how that trade pans out during the news. What else have we got to talk about? I am drinking like the strongest coffee in the world, and it makes you just sweat. I wanted to share that with you as well. I know you like to keep up with my eating habits. What did I have for lunch today? I had chicken, couscous, olives, and what was the other thing I had? There's another vegetable. Can't remember. Christ, that's a bad memory. But anyway, it was very nice. And I know you don't care about what I'm eating. Also, guys, in Dubai, you cannot get the AC quite right. I'm either sweating. I think it's because of this coffee, to be honest with you. But there you go. So, yeah, we're going to look at that trade. We're going to look at the news, guys. And let's first of all see who is in the house, right? So, Rich Paul, what's up, Tom? How are you, Rich Paul? Are you still rich? I hope so. McFlave, morning, guys and gals. How are you, McFlave? Welcome to the live stream. Godwin, how are you, mate? Welcome. So, Fapello, how are you? Fapello is always contributing to our Discord channel. He's always got great trade ideas and he always shares them on the free Discord channel. So Fapello, we always appreciate your input. Also, guys, so I'm in New Zealand dollar, US dollar. So let's just look at the trades that I'm in, right? So we're in this trade. I'm also in Euro Canadian dollar, right? This was a trade idea that I was looking at this morning, and I just entered. It was quite an aggressive entry. Let me explain my entry. So obviously daily, weekly told me I could sell Euro CAD. And then what happened, guys, is it retraced to a very nice fib level. Okay. So you can see this golden zone of fib. And you can see the H1 reaction there. So I got this H1 reaction and I kind of just got a little bit of a retrace and entered. Right. So I'm also selling Euro CAD from here. We're nicely in profit at the moment, but the idea is to come all the way back down to these lows in here. My stop loss is above these highs over here. So that's me. That's the trades I'm in. Euro CAD's looking good. It's coming down now. Broke this level. You know, we've sort of had a H1 structure break as well. Obviously, we want to see that H4 candle bearish as well. And then New Zealand dollar, US dollar, you know, it just can't be helped, guys, right? Sometimes you're going to be in a trade, right? I entered this yesterday, right? And then it just can't help that if your trade takes a long while to play out, chances are there's going to be a bit of news that you have to deal with, right? So that's why I've reduced my stop loss on this trade as well. So yeah, that's me, guys. They're the trades that I'm in. And as with all of my trades, I put every single trade signal, every single trade that I take in the VIP Trading Academy. So come check it out, come join it. Right, and who else have we got in the house? CJ, I'm in Euro. What is that? Euro, CJ? I'm not sure what AUR is. Aurora Borealis Aussie dollar. So I'm assuming Euro Aussie dollar buys. So I guess we're fighting with each other. CJ, we are like gladiators right now. Who remembers Gladiators on English TV? I used to love that. Who remembers Shadow? He was a bad mofo. Yeah, Euro, but this, what I'm about to say probably won't make sense, right? There's some contradiction here. So I like, right, if you just look at the day chart, right, I like, and tell me if you disagree, right, Euro, US dollar, right, I like sells. Okay. Yeah, Euro CAD, as I've explained, I'm in this. Let's get rid of this fib so we can see what the hell we're talking about. Just looking at the day charts, right? Euro, Canadian dollar, we're in a downtrend, potentially room to move into. So I would sell Euro CAD. So this is Euro weakness, right? Euro, New Zealand dollar. Okay, we are in. Yeah, it was in a bit of a range and then bang, we're in a downtrend. We're at the moving average 20. We're seeing bearish candles. I would sell Euro, New Zealand dollar, right? So all of those trades are Euro dollar weakness, right? And it's difficult not to agree with those trends, right? We want to trade with trend. Whereas Euro Aussie dollar, I would buy. Right, because Euro Aussie dollar, quite simply, is in an uptrend. Right, bang, it broke this last high. Yeah, we had a really nice big bullish candle. We're above the moving average 20. Right, so Euro Aussie dollar, I would potentially buy up to this 600-700 level and this last high. Okay, so I agree with your trade idea, CJ, although I still agree with selling Euro CAD, right? It's quite an unusual position we find ourselves, yeah? Because if you normally see Euro weakness across the board, you know, this should be a sell, but clearly it's not. It's in an uptrend, right? So that maybe goes to show how weak Aussie dollar is. Yeah, so so maybe we're both right, CJ. That would be nice. Yeah, everyone's a winner, baby. That's the truth. Who sung that? I have no idea. Greg, how are you, Greg? Colin, how are you, mate? Ravi. Okay, we will fight it out like Wii Sports Resort, mate. Okay, CJ, Wii Sports. Yeah, all right. I think is that this with the little funny controller and you play tennis and stuff? Admittedly, CJ, I'm sounding old. So yeah, that's where we're at, guys. What else did I want to share? You know, I just like US dollar weakness, but obviously it depends on what's going to happen with this news today, right? So we shall see. Hello, Scouts. How are you? And also, guys, if you haven't already, please come join the channel, subscribe, smash that like button if you enjoy the analysis. And don't forget to come join our free Discord channel. We have a nice trading community you can come join. And also, if you want access to all of my trade signals, all of my strategies and tutorials and access to me, then come join the VIP Trading Academy. And right now you will see above my head, I have to do the sponsorship bit. above my head. Pepperstone guys, great broker, compatible with TradingView. If you if you open an account with them, deposit funds into your own account, we will give you free access to the VIP. What's not to like? Check it out. Right, guys, have we got any questions? Anyone looking at any currency pairs right now? Anything you would like to look at or discuss? Then please give me your questions, guys. Don't be shy. I thrive on your questions. And earlier, like I said, guys, I really like US dollar, right? So Euro US dollar, this is coming down. This is a nice trade, right? I like this. I like pound US dollar, right? I like this one as well. This is broken down. We're at a nice resistance level. This could come lower, all dependent on news. I like New Zealand dollar, US dollar, right? This is coming down as well. We had a break of structure here, right? They're all very similar, right? They're all recent structure breaks. But I also like silver. So with silver, we could be getting some really good value right now if you started selling from here, because we are in a downtrend, right? So here you're getting very good value to come back down to here. So I really like silver sells right now. However, I can't do it, 15 minutes before the news, right? That would be total gambling, okay? And if you look at the weekly on silver, this was one of my weekly trade ideas, guys, yeah? And this is looking good, right? So if you follow the weekly trend and structure, right, we're in a downtrend, yeah? Stop making highs. Now we've got lower highs, lower lows. We're in a downtrend. And just look how bearish these weekly candles have been, right? So we could get some nice value down to here. So yeah, lots of things setting up, but we just have to wait for that news to come out. Right, we got a question here from Rich Paul. Let me have a quick sip of my coffee that's like an amphetamine, really. If I start dancing, sweating profusely, and generally babbling, which I usually do anyway, then just, call an ambulance. Right, Rich Paul, let's say the market is in a downtrend, right? And the 4-hour broke the structure, but the moving average is telling me to buy. Share me how to fight that contradiction. Okay, so I hear what you're saying, right? Let's just have a look at a H4 chart. So the question is, will the moving average 20, so let's just phrase it like this. The structure of the market overpowers everything. I do not care what the moving average 20 is doing if I'm not with structure, right? So, for example, right? Okay, yeah, let's try and use this as an example, right? So we're with silver. I want to sell this pair, okay? I want to sell this pair, right? Now, if I'm not with H4 structure, which I'm clearly not, right? I'm not interested in this trade, okay? It doesn't even matter what the moving average 20 is doing at this point, right? Right, but I want to sell this market, okay? Now, let's imagine the market does this, okay? And then it breaks down, okay? Breaks this last low on the H4. And the moving average 20, let's say, is about here, right? So I have had a structure break on the H4 right here when price breaks this, okay? So I am and I'm still interested in selling silver, right? The daily structure is still intact, okay? but the moving average 20 is here and price is above the moving average 20. I would still take this trade because the trade represents such value, right? You know, we're back at these highs. We've, you know, that would mean the daily is in this kind of range, okay? But the break of that H4 structure right here is more important to me than the moving average 20. And I would still take this trade, okay? Because it offers such good value all the way down to these lows again. Okay, now that's not the perfect scenario, right? The perfect scenario is this, okay? So price does this, does this, does this, right? And then it breaks down, okay? Let's say it does this and then it breaks, right? And because price has taken a long while, let's say the moving average 20, you know, sort of comes through here, okay? Then this is the ideal situation. Not only have we had a break of these lows, so we can start selling, but price has dropped below the moving average 20 as well. That's just like another piece of confluence for me. All right. And that's the perfect scenario. But what overrides everything is structure. There's nothing more important than the trend and structure of the market. Let that guide you. And you know, and if you think about it, guys, trading isn't that difficult, right? This is trading. This is all I do all day, every day, right? Obviously, you've got to be able to read the charts, right? But generally speaking, if you can highlight a trend, just go with the trend, right? And this is all I do, right? I see a downtrend, right? The market's here, right? Obviously, I need daily to give me my direction, right? But let's say this is the H4, okay? Then all I'm looking to do is I can see this level right in here, and I can see this level to put my stop loss above, right? And all I really want to do is get an entry somewhere in here, right? I could even enter from there. I could enter from here, and then I'm just going to start selling. That, you know, that is it, right? You know, there's so many, like, well, not that I know actually, to be honest with you, but I imagine there's so many YouTubers who do all these indicators and, you know, all this, you know, what these like fair value gaps and order blocks and, you know, all these terms and, you know, like divergent or whatever it is, right? All it is downtrend, sell it, right? And get value. And the opposite in an uptrend, right? If we get this, I know it's in an uptrend, right? I know I want to put my stop loss here, right below here. Yeah, this is an interested area, right? It might not reach that level, right? But somewhere in here, right, I know there's value. And usually what happens is the moving average 20 might be in here. And then price comes down, I will buy the market and look to take it up. And that's it, right? That is trading in a nutshell. And if you get you know, you have to wait for a retrace, right? Because a retrace gives you the value you need. Okay. So you know, I also understand that the market doesn't always look like this, you know, in a perfect downtrend or a perfect uptrend. You know, it might look something like this, right? But it's still in a downtrend. The principle is still the same, right? We're getting lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower lows, right? Still in a downtrend, right? So we just trade the value. You're not going to pick the top. You're not going to, you know, maybe you might now and again, but just understand value areas to trade from. And that's it, right? The other scenario is you'll get markets that look like this in a downtrend or like that in an uptrend. Untradeable. I can't trade it. There's no retrace for me to get into. Right? This is untradeable. This is untradeable. I don't want to trade it. Yeah, I want to see this in an uptrend, right? And I want to see this in a downtrend. It will still start and finish at the same point, right? But we need levels, we need value. So yeah, Rich Paul, I hope that answers your question and some, right? Right, 9 minutes till news. Someone please remind me. Right, we've got somebody wanting to look at gold. Okay, we will do that. Let me have a slurp of my coffee. While I do this, guys, if you could please smash the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already, and please smash the like button. While you do that, I will have some coffee in my LFC mug. Guess which team I support. Thank you for the thank you for the music editor. Very professional at Simply Forex. Honestly, it's such a polished production. The editor always takes the piss out of me on you know, he's like, it's a bit too raw. It should be more polished. I disagree. But yeah, right. LBGRG. You sound like a robot. Gold, buy or sell. Okay, so let's take a look at gold. Bane from Batman is the best villain in my opinion. Okay. Bane is a good baddie. I would say the Joker is a better baddie in Batman. Heath Ledger's portrayal of the Joker in The Dark Knight Rises was epic. Afternoon, Heath. Right, let's have a look at gold for LBRG. So, yeah, I mean, this is, just look at that selection of weekly candles. Right, this is the thing with gold. We're in a box of indecision. Okay, it's rare that you will see a box of indecision on the weekly, right? Because these are whole weeks, but price has literally not moved from there to there, right? Just in this 57 pips, it's just gone bump, 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 right? And we'll see this more clearly on the daily as well. This whole area here is just a box of indecision. And those guys that are regulars to the channel will generally know how I trade this, right? If there's a box of indecision, I do not want to be in that box. I don't want indecision. I want very clear decisions, right? So price has come up and it's hit such a weekly high, like it's all-time highs, and price hasn't known what to do with itself, right? And this is where we find ourselves. So between here and here, all you have is buyers and sellers fighting it out. Okay. Now, because of the structure of the market, it's in an uptrend, as is the weekly, you know, that would lead you to believe that buyers will eventually win, right? But I'm not going to trade it until the market shows me that. Okay. So how will the market show me that? The market will show me this with a break of this box of indecision. If we get a candle like this, it would be worrying and I would contact your broker immediately. None of your candles should look like that. But if we had a candle, big green candle, my drawing's getting worse, guys. I apologize. It's the coffee. It's making me shake and sweat and everything. But if we get a big green candle like that, buyers have won. We can start buying, right? If we got a big red candle like this that broke the bottom of this level, right, and a big red candle, again, contact your broker if your candle looks like that, I would sell. I would sell it potentially back down to this trend line that we find ourselves, right? So wait for the market to tell you what it wants to do. Yeah, don't try and predict what it wants to do. Yeah, because if you traded in here, it's, you know, buyers and sellers are equal. So why would you do anything in the market? Why would you buy or sell it, right? It just doesn't make sense. Whereas if we get a break, the market is clearly telling you you can buy it. And if we get a break, you could sell it, right? So gold needs to break out of this box of indecision, which we're seeing. And let's just put in a resistance level here because the market is just ranging. Yeah. I would trade this, right? Because we're in an uptrend stroke range. If the market come to the bottom of this range, right, then it would make sense for me to buy from here, right? Because we're in an uptrend stroke range. That would be another possibility that I would consider. All right, so LBGRG, I hope that helps you with gold. Thank you for Pello. News in 3.5 minutes. Rich Paul, does the dollar index decide what happens in Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, price apart from analysis from trend? Yes, if it's so, yes, right? Because if we go to Bitcoin, okay, this is Bitcoin against the US dollar, right? So yes, right? If it's, because normally what you'll find is currencies are pitched against another currency. It's like gold. It's not just gold. You're not just buying gold, right? You're buying, like it says, gold against the US dollar. So anywhere you see a pair with US dollar in it, then it will be affected by the dollar index, which is right here. Okay, so yeah, the answer to that is yes. And the dollar index, like I don't trade the dollar index, but if we did, there's an interesting H4 level through here. Let's see what happens. But again, it's all going to be news driven, right? You can see this has been a nice level and potentially we can take US dollar strength up to here. But, you may as well roll some dice when news comes out. But a lot of the time, guys, you will find that news follows technical analysis, right? So we shall see. I'm going to probably get egg on my face very shortly with that comment. But let's see. So Ravi here has put, MA is taking data from PA and is thus lagging. Yes. So, yeah, a moving average. I'm sure. Yeah, any indicator is lagging, right? It's taking historic price data to create current price data, right? So yeah, any indicators lagging apart from fib levels, right? They're fixed levels, yeah, or other indicators like that. But yeah, generally speaking, all indicators are lagging, and yeah, price action. You can't beat price action. Price action is king. Right, guys, we've got 30 seconds or so. Anyone got a good joke before the news? Jimmy Noodles. Is Jimmy Noodles in the house? He's always good for a joke. Michael, hi, how are you? Okay, KB stock is bearish for the dollar index. Long for euro US dollar. Okay, so we shall see. I'm seeing the opposite. I'm seeing US dollar strength, but again, let's be honest, it's going to be guided by news very shortly. Okay, so here we go, guys. We'll take a look at, okay, so straight away we're seeing a strong reaction to US dollar, which is what I wanted, guys, right? I'm in New Zealand dollar, US dollar sells, so this is good, what we're seeing thus far. So the initial reaction, right, is very bearish. My target is down to this 6,100 level. And for me, that is that is fundamental news data following technicals, right? Everything was saying US dollar strength. But thank you, editor. It's such a polished show that we deliver. With our music. But okay, let's see. Look, guys, I mean, this candle hasn't finished yet, right? But let's play guess the news game, right? So like Sherlock Holmes, clearly US dollar has got some strength, right? You don't have to look at many US dollar pairs, right? It's all pretty bearish. Okay, so yeah, so I'm going to say the data was a lot better than expected. Okay, so not a lot better, but better, right? So the main, we had core CPI better than expected, and then all the other important CPI figures as expected. Okay, so this one figure here is creating that dollar strength, guys. Okay, so yeah, it's quite a strong US dollar reaction, considering that's only a slight beat on expectation. Let's see if that strength is carrying on. Let's just look at any US dollar pairs. Let's take a look for a little bit, guys. See where we are. Sorry, guys, I've just lost your live chat completely, so bear with me. Bear with me, guys. Technical difficulties as usual. Where are we? 1 second. Okay, you're back. Right, any other questions, guys? Javan, hi Tom, hi Hall. How are you, Javan? Rich Paul, even me, I'm seeing dollar weakness. Okay, we're seeing dollar weakness, but we are seeing a bit of a reaction here. But again, I'm not going to make any decisions on this candle until this candle has finished, right? Then we'll make some decisions on that candle. CJ, top class effects, lads. Thank you, CJ. It takes us hours to prepare for these live streams and all the sound effects. Dear. And I love the way I say news, and then 5 minutes later, the editor comes in with the news sound effect. It's seamless. I mean, me and the editor are like beautiful synergy, the way we work together. Thank you. See, we've even got ones for jokes. Right, guys. So, yeah, we're seeing a bit of US dollar strength. Any other questions that you're looking at for today, guys? Let's have a look at reaction on gold, because gold was at those highs. Yeah, gold is really being affected here because, again, right, why is gold being so affected? Because not only is it at a very important resistance level, okay, but it also just had some fundamental news to support the idea. So not only have you got technical traders selling resistance, you've also got fundamental traders selling the news, right? So when you get that combination, yeah, it can be, a strong reaction that you get. Right, let's have a quick look at my New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Still want this to come down a little bit further. Okay, let's see. Again, guys, look, when you're looking at the news and you start to see a wick like this, you might be like, right, I'm going to exit the trade. It's bouncing back up. I've got some profit. No, don't do that, right? If the candle finishes like this, then make a decision, right? You might be like, right, this low is holding, I'll take some profit. But let the candle finish. Don't make impulse decisions on news, right? Because this candle could finish, right, literally like this, right? This candle could finish like this. Right, so give it time to finish and play out. All right, we've still got another 25 minutes for the hour to finish. Right, what else? Last question I have is, what was for breakfast and lunch today? It's the one we are begging for. CJ, I know it's, you know, top of the agenda, my eating habits. So breakfast, porridge and bananas. I know that because I have it every morning. And lunch was chicken, couscous, olives. And there was something else I had on my dish. Why can't I remember it? Oh, an avocado. There you go. Very healthy trader, this one. Eat healthy, trade healthy. There you go. We're going to get some t-shirts made up for that one. Yes, CJ, soon, mate. So guys, we're also working with getting our subscribers, our traders. We're trying to work with a broker to get you discounts on funded accounts, right, with a preferred broker that we use. So watch this space, really. Like, it's all been sort of signed, sealed, delivered. We're just sort of, you know, working out the finer points and how much discount we can pass on to you guys. So yeah, we'll see how that plays out. Right, guys, what else are we looking at? So if there's no more questions, guys, let's call it a day early, right? I think everyone's sort of looking at their US dollar trades right now and everyone's buggered off. So yeah, we're going to do the same, guys. So thanks once again, everyone who's joined us for the live stream. Really appreciate it, guys. And thank you for everyone who gave me a question today. And also, guys, don't forget, same time tomorrow, 8 a.m. New York EST. Come join us for the live stream again. Have a great trading day. Adios, amigos.